Angry guy here. The US has banned no fault divorce and paternity fraud. Women are pissed. Guys, if you're enjoying this content, please help get the channel to 100,000 subscribers in our journey to 2 million by subscribing to the channel if you already haven't, liking the video, and turning on notifications to never miss another video ever again. Now let's begin. The US has banned no fault divorce and paternity fraud. Women are pissed. It's very interesting when I say nothing lasts forever. Modern women thought that they would be able to keep on playing, keeping on forever, and now look what's happened. The US has banned no fault divorce and paternity fraud, and these women are literally furious. They're freaking out. They're very upset at what's happening because for the first time in a long time, their meal ticket is just not on the table anymore.
New day, and you know what that means. Republicans have found yet another thing that they want to do away with, and that is no-fault divorce. In the past 3 weeks, 5 states have introduced laws to outlaw no-fault divorce. For those of you who don't know, until relatively recently, the only way for a woman to push for divorce from their husband was if the man was at fault in some way. In many situations, the woman had to prove that he cheated on her or had an affair to get a divorce, or that he was physically abusive. Men, on the other hand, have always been able to have no-fault divorce and leave their wives. So states gave everybody the right to a no-fault divorce. But now Republicans are saying they don't like that. And they're saying that the only reason that a woman should be able to leave their husband is once again proving that he is at fault in some way, citing either abuse or an affair. So, in conclusion, they want to go back to the days where women are forced to remain married to men that they don't want to be married to.
Guys, just look at that. So, oh my gosh, how horrible is it that you actually have to prove that there's a reason why you need to leave your husband more than just you simply feeling like it and then taking half his stuff. And of course, on top of that, we have now a ban on lifetime alimony. So they're absolutely furious about this. You know, the lifetime alimony ban is just wonderful. Okay, but you know, you have a lot of these women who are saying that, oh, how am I going to survive without this lifetime alimony? And I'm thinking to myself, you should have thought about that before you divorced your husband, before you decided that you wanted to go down this route. I mean, guys, these women 100% played themselves. They put themselves in this position.
The top of the article is cut off, but yes, it says Republican women say they will switch parties after DeSantis approves alimony law. So last Friday, Ron DeSantis signed a bill into law. It is SB 1416 that will get rid of permanent alimony payments. Well, there was a giant uproar from a group called First Wives Advocacy Group. It's a coalition of older women who say their lives will be upended without their alimony payments. The law allows a judge to reduce or terminate alimony payments based on a number of factors, like the age and health and economic impact on the person who's making the payments. Even if you're married for 20 years plus, you'll probably only get 75% of the term of the marriage. There's a quote in here from one of the women that says 3,000 women across the state of Florida are switching to Democrat and we will campaign against him forever. I gotta say, I never thought that this would be the thing that would wake them up. I bet free healthcare is looking pretty good right now in your old age.
You know, these women are so hilarious. As you can see, a lot of these so called conservative women are just outright socialist, borderline communist. You know, they're just conservative in name. They're playing the same exact games. You know, I said this already, and I'll say it again. While the label feminism may go away, the legacy of feminism will live on forever. Feminism will never entirely go away, you know, not in our lifetime. And the reason why is because it is a part of the core nature of the modern woman. And to be very clear, feminism is nothing new. It's come under different names. I guarantee you there was a name for it in during the Roman Empire, before the fall of the Roman Empire. You know, I mean, it was feminism that ultimately led to the fall of the Roman Empire. In every little girl, there is feminism. There is a seed of feminism planted in every woman. The only difference in other countries is that that seed is not given water. It's not given sunlight. It's not cared for. It's not allowed to grow. And as a result, it doesn't set up its roots in women overseas. But don't get me wrong, the moment they step foot in the United States, it gets all the sunlight it needs, it gets all the water that it needs, and then it starts making up for lost time. And before you know it, it's like it's blossomed into a feminist who basically is Miss INDEP and all that other nonsense. Basically, I don't need no man, and I could do bad all on my own. And these women, these modern day women, a lot of these so-called tradcon women, they are not really traditional women. Traditional women wouldn't have jobs. Let me put it out there for you. Traditional women would only be in the home. Traditional women would submit to their husbands. Traditional women would not be divorcing their husbands. The idea of divorce for a traditional woman would be something that would never happen. It would never be discussed. I want to make this very, very clear. When you see these little old couples that are still together after 60, 70 years, one of the main reasons why they're still together after all that time is because the concept of divorce did not exist for them.
I don't know if I should divorce him. He's such a nice guy, and he hasn't cheated on me. But you're clearly not happy. But if I leave him, people might think I'm a bad person. And I don't really have a legal reason to get divorced. You don't need permission or a legal reason to get divorced. That's what no-fault divorce means. You're an adult. If you want a divorce, you can simply file for a divorce, and the courts will respect that request. Really? What a relief.
You see that, guys? That's what was happening. That's what's been happening around us. Women know better. He's a nice guy. He has not done anything bad to me in the relationship. He's a protector and a provider, but the streets are calling. I'm bored in the relationship and I want to do something else. That's how all of these girls are. That's how all of these women are. I don't know if you guys have watched America's Got Talent. Sofia Vergara, she was also on Modern Family. She's divorcing her husband, and she is now open to having fun. She said that she's open to having fun. She's in her 50s now. She used to be a baddie back in her 30s, in her 20s. But I mean, she's an older woman now. Like, bro, you are in your 50s and you are out here saying that you're ready to go back to the streets in your 50s. Like, guys, it's absolutely unacceptable. She legit straight up said that she is open to having some fun, like literally basic that kind of fun, like hooking up, like engaging in hookup culture in her 50s. Nah, 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 nah. Like, bro, you really understand that you're supposed to be a grandmother right now. Like, you're supposed to be waiting for your first grandchildren right now. Like, she might actually be a grandmother. Like, she has a grown son. Like, guys, like, I cannot believe this. Like, Sophia, like, how old is Sophia Vergara? Yeah, like, how old is her Vergara's son? Bro, her son is 32 years old. Her son is 32. All right? This is insane. He was born September 16th, 1991. He is 32 years old. I don't know what this woman is absolutely thinking right now. Okay? Because that is it is so it is such a absolute disgrace what she's doing. And of course she's going to go into the streets and start running around with men that are the age of her son. Okay? Like, it is just mind blowing. Like, I've always said, she's 50 and she's 51. She'll be 52 this year. I've always said this. You can take the girl out of the streets, but you cannot take the streets out of the girl. Okay? They were born on the streets. They are from the streets. They love the streets. Okay? It is from the streets that they came, and it is to the streets that they shall return. Because, like I said, you could take the streets out of you can take the little girl out of the streets, but you cannot take the streets out of the girl, because she will always be for the streets. Okay? It is from the streets that she came, and it is to the streets that she shall return. My gosh, man, I'm telling you, these women have created so much catastrophe, so much chaos.
Hi, Ellen Wright, Wright Family Law Group. So here's a doozy of a question. Can I put my boyfriend on my child's birth certificate, even though we both know he's not really the bio dad? So yeah, you can do it. No one is going to stop you, but you need to know that it is paternity fraud, and you're not being really fair to everyone involved, including your child. So this is Massachusetts. 1 year goes by and your boyfriend is on that birth certificate and he's not coming off. Even if you guys break up, he's going to have a really hard time coming off if he doesn't want to continue to take responsibility for this child that's not his. Is that really fair to him? No. And let's talk about your child. Okay, there's now websites, 23andMe, Ancestry.com. What about in later life when your child discovers, if they go on one of these websites and takes a paternity test or genetic marker test, that your boyfriend, ex-boyfriend, whatever the case may be, is not really his or her dad? Is that really fair to your child? Lying? No. Birth certificates can be amended. And children can be adopted. So I suggest you not lie and do things the right way.
Guys, she knew exactly what this woman was doing. All right. Why would a boyfriend, why would any man say that he wants to be on a birth certificate for a child that's not his? He's not even her husband. He's just her boyfriend. All right. What this woman was really trying to find out is if she put her boyfriend's name on the birth certificate without him knowing, okay, but then trying to act like he knew later on. If she put her boyfriend's name on the birth certificate without him knowing, would she end up getting in trouble later on? Could she end up getting, in trouble for doing it? Possibly going to jail. Like this is how they're operating. Like she literally went for legal advice to figure out if committing paternity fraud was something she could get away with. And then you wonder why paternity fraud is being banned. No-fault divorce is being banned. Deleting your gestation is being banned. Women are taking L after L after L. And men, we keep winning. We keep winning. Guys, if you're enjoying this content, please help get the channel to 100,000 subscribers on our journey to 2 million by subscribing to the channel if you already have it, liking the video, and turning on notifications to never miss another video ever again. The U.S. has banned no-fault divorce and paternity fraud. Women are pissed. What are your thoughts on this, guys? I want to hear your thoughts in the comments, so let's talk about them there. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA, men walking away. And cheers.